Hello everyone, future Andrea here. In editing, I realized that I completely started in the wrong spot for this cross stitch, so I do apologize for that. All the tips and tricks and everything that I say in the video are correct and they're valid. Just ignore what I'm doing. I started one row too high, or no. Yes, I started one row too high. So I do apologize for that. But I hope that you find this video helpful nonetheless. I hope you enjoy. Hello everyone, my name is Andrea. I am the Buckeye Stitcher. This is take 3. Practice makes perfect, as they say, right? So we are going to, this is kind of like a Flosstube Xtra video, and it occurred to me that I had never, I always use Pattern Keeper, which I love Pattern Keeper. It's my favorite program. But not everyone has it. I know that. And not everyone likes to use it, which is fair. So I figured I'd get on here and show people how I do a pattern without Pattern Keeper. I have had several patterns, including the one on screen right now, that I have bought from Etsy. This one I did not buy from Etsy, but I have bought the last 5 cross stitches patterns that I have bought from Etsy have all been not Pattern Keeper compatible. So it's kind of weird. So I figured it was a sign that I should get on here and do this video. So, I have this pattern, as you can see. This is a free pattern from DMC. I'll have it linked down below. Let me expand that. So, for those who don't know, the program on screen that I'm using is Adobe Acrobat PDF reader, and I will have it down below, link down below, so you can download it if your computer doesn't have it. I think most, if not all, computers come with this program now, but I will link it down below so you can download it. It is a free program. You can purchase it, but I don't see a reason why. Especially if you're just going to be using it for cross stitches and things like that. You do not need the purchased version at all. So, okay. So you're gonna have a toolbox over here, and we'll go over those. And then down here in the lower right hand corner, you have 2 magnifying glasses. Okay, so sorry about that. My dog's freaked out for no reason. Over here you have 2 magnifying glasses. One with a plus, one with a minus. These are your zoom buttons. So if the plus zooms in, the minus zooms out. The toolbar and the magnifying glasses are basically the only 2 things I use. So let's go through the tools. Let me zoom in so you'll be able to see. So this is a select tool. It allows you to select markings you've already made. You can delete them. You can move them. So yeah, that's the select tool. It's somewhat useful. The one that's more useful is the pan tool. So if you click on the select and you go down, it's a little hand, and you click on the hand. So yeah, this is a pan tool. If you click and hold, you can move your pattern around. You can still click and select on the markings, so be very careful. I move my markings all the time while trying to pan around. But the pan tool is oops, see, just did it. Here's your undo button, by the way. Your pan tool is probably the most important one in here, in my opinion. The second one down, excuse me, you can ignore. We won't need that one. It's called add a comment. We don't need that. The next one down is highlight selected text. We don't need that one. The fourth one down is called draw freehand. And here you have a line, you have an arrow, a circle, a whole bunch of stuff. And the one I use in here is the line tool, which is what you see here. You can change the color to whatever you want it to be. It can be yellow, it can be whatever color you want. I usually keep it at red. And then you can also change the thickness of the line. I usually keep it around 3, but you can do 7. You know, or just, well, one is very, very thin, but you can if you want to. I usually keep it around 3. It's, there we go. That's the size I like. Okay, so let's get rid of these. All right. And then the next one down is fill in form fields. This one has a cross mark, a check mark, and a dot. The one I use most is I don't really use any of them in here except for the dot. And the dot is exactly what it sounds like. It gives you a dot. You can resize it so that it fits within the box. But it's just literally a dot. You can change the size, the color, things like that. This is really good for ninja stitches, or if you don't like the line tool, then don't use the line tool and just use the dots to mark off the pattern. That's totally a thing you can do too. Okay, and then the last one is add your signature. We don't need either of those. And that is about it for the tools. It's really kind of pretty easy. Little trial and error, but not horrible. So this pattern, like I said, it's a free pattern from Etsy. It is 80 by 80, 80 stitches by 80 stitches. And I did want to, there's a couple things I wanted to mention as well. As you can see, probably, is I have the colored pattern up. Especially when working in PDF form, I find that this is way easier to look at than this. At least for me, this is very confusing. At least up here, I have some colors to go by as well as the symbols. You can use whichever one you prefer. I just like the colored one. Also, it doesn't have to just be PDF patterns. You can also do this with images. Let me delete that. There we go. You can also do this with images. So if you take an image and you save it, take a picture of a chart on your phone, then you can come in here and you can save it as a PDF, and you can open it in PDF reader and just mark it up that way. Now, what I will say is this is not my original pattern, or this is not my original copy of the pattern. That is over here in my cross stitch charts, right here. This is the original one. What I highly, highly recommend people to do is to make a copy of it. So right click, make a copy. and then go to your desktop, right click again, and paste, and it will give you literally a copy. I always put in the title editable, so I know that it is a copy. You could put copy, you could put whatever you wanted. That would make it easy for you to remember. Excuse me. Easy for you to remember that this is the one you mark up. So I'm going to delete that because I don't need that. I have it here. But these are the ones that I'm currently working on that don't have, oh my gosh, that don't have Pattern Keeper compatibility. So, but yes, you can just use like an image if you want. And I think that was it. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. I know it makes sense to me, but that's because I know what I'm doing. So if you have any questions or anything's confusing, please leave questions down below. I'm going to shrink this down so you can see. Okay. All right. So, oh, that looks pretty good. Oopsie. Okay, so yeah, that should be good. Let me raise this up just a tiny bit. Okay, so we're going to be working over here in this orange section. Figured this was a good section. It's right at the top. I will say go slow, especially if you've never used a PDF reader to do a pattern before. Go very, very slow. The one thing about not using Pattern Keeper is you can't search. So I can't double click on any of this and it'll highlight all the S's or all the circles. Unfortunately, that does not happen in PDF form. So it's very, very easy to miss a stitch. So yeah, just be very careful. And you will miss stitches. It's going to happen. I miss stitches all the time. So that's why I always keep some extra colored floss around of whatever I'm using for the project so that I can do little ninja stitches when I find them, because I always end up missing some stitches. So let me go in a little bit more. There we go. Okay, so for this pattern, they do give you, obviously, they do give you the colors that they say you should use. But I am actually just using my own colors. So these are just, I'm staying in the same color family. I've got a blue, a purple, a pink, a couple blues actually, a red, an orange, a couple pinks. I'm staying in the same color family, but I just picked colors that I like, and that I think went well together. By all means, do what you want. You can make it monochrome if you want. I know that's a big thing right now, is monochrome. So, yeah, so let's get started. The cross stitching part is the same, obviously. Oh my gosh. I have not been sleeping well the last couple nights. The cross stitching part is the same, of course. You count and you stitch. Nothing different about that whatsoever. So let's I'll show you how I do this. So we're going to start up here, and I'm going to use the dot for the moment, just so I can keep up. Oh my God, just so I can mark it off as I do it, so hopefully there's no confusion. So we're starting here with this one. So I'm going to do my handy dandy loop start. And I'm just going to do the crosses as we go. So once again, it hopefully will not be confusing. Okay, so there's, whoopsie. Oh no! It got stuck on the turtle. Come here, turtle. There we go. All right, so there's our first one. And then we're going to skip one, do one, skip one, do one. So, and if you need to talk to yourself like that, even when I'm using Pattern Keeper, I actually talk to myself like that so that it keeps it straight in my head better. And I'm actually going to do this one above it because I know it's there. Okay. And then skip one, do one. Okay. So there is our first 4. So I'm going to move that one up here. Oh, yes, you can grab, I think I said this. You can grab and move marks around, which is really helpful when they kind of block another one. Okay, so I'm going to go to my line tool now. Oh my goodness. There we go. Okay, I'm going to put it back to red. Okay. So we have 3 in a row right here. So So 1, 2, and 3. And this is all there is to it. It's really not hard. Especially if you know how to cross stitch, you can do this. And there's that. So then I'm going to click and hold and drag to mark those off with a line, and then just continue on. So we have 2 down here. Oop, come on. There we go. So we have 2 down here. And then we're going to skip one. If I can ever get it in the right hole. There we go. Here we go. So we're going to do 2 and then skip one and do 3. So that's the one we skip. And we do 3 over here. So 1, 2, and 3. And that's it. I promise. That's as hard as it gets. I think the hardest part about this whole process is learning the program if you've never used it before, but even that's not that bad. It's a very easy program. But yeah, if you have any questions, please leave them down below. I really hope this helped. Anyone who has maybe had a pattern that they couldn't use a pattern keeper or wanted to kind of get away from paper charts, you can still use those paper charts. You can just use them on the computer. So I really hope that helped. And let me show you how to save this for later. So let's say we were going to stop right now. So if I just try to close it, it's going to say, hey, you made changes. Do you want to save? And of course we want to save because we don't want to lose the things that we marked off. So we say yes. And it's going to bring up this funky looking thing here. And you can probably click right here. I don't know. I'm probably doing it the long way, but I like to choose a different folder because then it brings this up, and this is a window that I recognize. So that's why it makes me feel better. I save all my PDF patterns to my desktop just so they're easy. So I'm going to click desktop. It's the same where is it? It's the same name. I'm not going to change the name. So when I click save, it's going to say, hey, wait a minute, it already exists. Do you want to replace it? And yes, I do. I want to replace this one because I want an updated copy of what I just marked off. So I'm going to say yes, it's going to save, and then it's going to close the program for me. And the next time I'm ready to go back in, I just double click again on it. Zoom in where I need to be. And as you can see, our marks are still here from when we just did it together. So I really hope that helps. If it did, please give me please hit the like button down below. Please leave any questions, comments, concerns, anything that you have down in the down in the comment section, and everything will be in the description box as per usual. Please subscribe for future videos, but until then, I will see you in the next one. Happy stitching!